Hello, dear students. Today we are going to discuss about addition to carbon-carbon multiple bond. As you know that it's a long time that I have not posted any video, and I have not prepared any video for you because of my busy schedule in faculty development program. Today I spared some time, and in that time I prepared this video, and we are going to discuss about carbon-carbon multiple bond. That is the addition reaction we are talking about. So when we are talking about addition reaction, that reaction may be between carbon-carbon multiple bond. That reaction may be between carbon hetero multiple bond. Both are addition. And when we are talking about addition reaction, and when we talk about the classification of this addition reaction, at that time we must be knowing that it is classified on two broad parameters. The first parameter on the basis of which it has been classified, that parameter is substrate. And what can be the substrate for addition reaction? That substrate can be carbon-carbon multiple bond, means that can be a alkene and that can be a alkyne. So once the substrate may be a carbon-carbon multiple bond, and the second is addition to the second kind of substrate, and that substrate is carbon hetero multiple bond. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about addition to carbon-carbon multiple bond, in which we will discuss about alkenes and alkynes addition. And in the next chapter we will discuss about addition to carbon hetero multiple bond, in which we generally discuss about the carbonyl chemistry or the C-N bond, right? The second parameter of addition reaction classification is based on the type of reagent that we have used during the reaction. And on the basis of the reagent, the addition reaction has been classified into four categories, and these four categories are electrophilic addition reaction, nucleophilic addition reaction, free radical addition reaction, and concerted addition reaction, in which bond formation and bond breaking will take place simultaneously. So in this chapter we will discuss one by one these mechanisms and different examples related to these mechanisms. First of all, we will discuss about the electrophilic addition reaction. And when we are discussing about electrophilic addition reaction, we must be knowing about the Markovnikov addition, Markovnikov rule for that one. So the general mechanism of electrophilic addition reaction, as you can see, that basically this is an alkene, that is a compound containing carbon-carbon double bond, and as it is electron rich, so it can easily attack on the positive part, that is it can easily attack on the electrophilic center. When we are talking about this particular molecule with which this alkene is undergoing the addition reaction, either it will have electronegativity difference. Because of that electronegativity difference, this particular center will having a positive charge and this will having a negative charge. Or when this particular molecule comes in contact with alkene, it will get polarized, and because of polarization there will be charge separation, and one will acquire the positive charge and the second will acquire the negative charge. So basically when the charge separation is there, there will be formation of positive and the negative end. So this particular carbon-carbon multiple bond will now attack, means the electron will come and they will attack on this particular electrophile. So there is one attachment of this carbon with this particular electrophile, and because of this one, this particular bond will be broken down heterolytically. When it is broken down heterolytically, means this particular group will be eliminated from here having negative charge. So now it will behave as a nucleophile. So in the second step, means it was the first step that this particular alkene is reacting with this electrophile. So this carbon, if this electrophile is attached with this particular carbon, so this carbon will carry the positive charge. And in the second step, The nucleophile that has been separated from the first step with its lone pair of electron will attack on the C positive and will finally form the addition product, will finally form the adduct. So here this is the adduct. So this is a general mechanism of addition reaction. You can see this general mechanism on your screen. When we talk about the stereochemistry of this addition reaction, as you can see on the screen, when we are talking about stereochemistry, the stereochemistry of this addition reaction, maybe it can undergo syn addition reaction and it can undergo anti-addition reaction, and that will depend upon the type of mechanism. Although the mechanism is electrophilic addition reaction, but in that we can have open chain system and we can have cyclic system. So when the reaction will proceed through open chain system, at that time syn addition product will be preferred. I'm just talking about that it will be preferred. It means this is not that anti product will not be synthesized at all. Syn product will be preferred at that time. And when the chances of electrophilic addition reaction is through cyclic intermediate, just you can see the example of bromination reaction in which cyclic bromonium ion has been synthesized. I will explain this reaction in next slide. That cyclic bromonium ion has been synthesized. At that time the attack will generally happen. So this is anti-addition reaction and syn addition reaction. So you can see it in the screen that this is a particular alkene, and syn addition is happening like this one, that this is the electrophilic center with which the carbon-carbon multiple bond will react, and now the negative portion, that is the nucleophile, will attack on this one. So you can see that when syn addition is going to take place at this particular place, at that time you are getting the erythro-DL pair, and when on the same substrate you are having anti-addition, the mechanism is through anti-addition reaction. At that time you can see that 3O-DL pair will be synthesized at that time. Now you can see that here E and W both are different, but if we are talking about bromination reaction, we are talking about chlorination reaction, at that time you can see that this W and E means the electrophile and the nucleophile for the addition reaction, both are same. At that time this erythro pair will be, if I am talking about in the terms of stereochemistry, this erythro-DL pair will be the meso compound, because that will now containing the plane of symmetry, right? So you are getting the meso in that particular case. So this is the stereochemistry, and this is a generalized rule for the stereochemistry. We will discuss about the stereochemistry during the course of reaction as well. You can see here are some examples that how this anti-addition reaction is being taking place and the syn addition is also taking place. When this is the C positive, that carbocation has been synthesized, so because of the planar geometry it can be attacked from either side. So syn addition can also be happening here, like from, if this W negative will attack from this particular face, at that time syn attack will happen, and if it will attack from above face, at that time anti-attack will happen. So it can be attacked from either side, right? So here it is only getting the syn attack, so syn product has been synthesized. If we are talking about this one, for example, this is malic acid, and in this particular malic acid, when it is undergoing the bromination reaction, as I am just talking about this reaction, because this reaction will proceed with the formation of the cyclic intermediate. So in that case you have only one choice, and that is attack from the opposite side. So anti-product will be synthesized, and you are here getting the DL pair from this one. So this is the stereochemistry of addition reaction. We are taking the general rules about the stereochemistry of this particular addition reaction. When we are talking about addition reaction, we must be knowing about the Markovnikov rule. And if I am talking about this rule, Markovnikov was a Russian scientist, and he investigated this rule by investigating the product formation between the alkene and hydrogen halides. What he investigated that when the reaction is taking place with unsymmetrical alkenes. At that time, there are chances that one product will be synthesized in major quantity and the other product will be synthesized in minor quantity, right? Which product will be synthesized in major and which will be synthesized in the minor quantity? That will be from attack of the electrophilic portion and the nucleophilic portion, which give rise to the definition of the Markovnikov rule. So according to this rule, the nucleophile, that is the negative part in the addition reaction, that will goes to that carbon atom which is containing less number of hydrogen atom, and the electrophilic part will come with that carbon which is containing more number of hydrogen atom. So this is the Markovnikov rule. When we think this Markovnikov rule in our modern definition, this is all about the stability of the carbocation that has been synthesized, stability of the carbonium ion that have been synthesized during the course of reaction. As you know that in my previous slide I just told you that this reaction will proceed through formation of the carbocation. So this is all about that stability. You know that because of the hyperconjugation effect, because of the inductive effect, the stability of the tertiary carbocation is more as comparison to secondary, as comparison to primary, as comparison to methyl carbocation. So as the more stabler carbocation is there, the chances of major product will be from that one, and reaction will proceed with formation of more stable carbocation, and this is the reason that's why rearrangement will happen in that case. So that is all because of the stability of the carbocation. You can see here on the screen that this is an alkene, this is carbon, and this carbon is containing 2 hydrogen, this carbon is attached with 1 hydrogen, and here you are having one CH3 group. So when this particular double bond attack at this particular H positive, at that time you have choice that this carbocation can also be synthesized, and this is a secondary carbocation, and this carbocation can also be synthesized, this is a primary carbocation. When we are talking about the stability of these two carbocation, you know that secondary carbocation is more stable as comparison to primary carbocation, so the reaction will proceed with the more stable carbocation, right? So you are having two path A and path B. Reaction will proceed with path A, reason being in path A secondary carbocation has been synthesized and this is more stable, and that's why this negative portion will now attack at this carbon which is having less number of hydrogen atom. So this will be the major product of this addition reaction, and this will be the minor product of this addition reaction. This is the Markovnikov rule, right? Now after this one, it was a general reaction mechanism of the electrophilic addition reaction, its stereochemistry, and all about the Markovnikov addition. When we are talking about addition reaction, so first we will discuss about the addition to carbon-carbon double bond, then we will discuss about the addition to carbon-carbon triple bond. Then we will also take some aromatic system as well, in which there is delocalization of pi electron and there is carbon-carbon multiple bond. Alkene, due to its trigonal planar geometry, that can have both choice of addition reaction, that is syn addition as well as anti-addition can happen. Secondly, it is a nucleophilic center because of the double bond character present between two carbon atoms, and this will provide a highest occupied molecular energy, and that will be of higher energy in that case, right? So it can be easily reacted with electrophiles because of this more electron density between these two carbons. And if we are talking about the effect of electron donating and electron withdrawing group, at that time we can say that if electron donating groups are attached with the doubly bonded system, at that time it will increase the rate for the electrophilic addition reaction. Reason being, in case of electrophilic addition reaction, you know there is formation of C positive, and if electron donating groups are attached, it will increase the stability of that C positive, and that's why increase the rate of electrophilic addition reaction with the alkene. That's why alkene will undergo electrophilic addition reaction in many cases. And what are the different kind of reaction that an alkene can undergo? Here you can see it on your screen that it can undergo halogenation reaction, in which we can have bromination, we can have chlorination reaction. It can also have addition with hydrogen halides. Addition reaction with HX means HBr, HCl, Hi and HF can also react with this one. It can have addition with hydroxylation reaction, means basically reaction with KMnO4 or osmium tetraoxide. Reaction with water means hydration reaction can also happen. Oxymercuration, demercuration reaction can also happen. Hydroboration, deboration reaction can also happen. Ozonolysis reaction can also happen. So these are the different kind of reaction. Peroxidation reaction is also there, in which epoxide has been synthesized. So different kind of electrophilic addition reaction can also happen on carbon-carbon double bond. So now we will specifically discuss about these reaction one by one. So first of all, we are discussing about the halogenation reaction. In case of halogenation reaction, we have the reaction with bromine, that is bromination reaction. We have reaction with chlorine, that is chlorination reaction as well. Generally, out of these, that is iodination and chlorination, bromination reaction is more prominent, and this is more pronounced as comparison to chlorination and iodination reaction. When we are talking about the mechanism of electrophilic addition reaction of alkene with bromine, as I have already told you that this reaction will proceed with formation of cyclic intermediate, that is cyclic bromonium ion will be synthesized during this course of reaction. And when I was telling you that there is a requirement of electrophile in first step, so when we are talking about bromine, it means there is no electronegativity difference between these two bonded atoms. But when these two bonded atom, means when bromine comes in contact with the alkene, at that time polarization will happen in bromine, and there will be a charge separation in which one bromine will carry the negative charge and another bromine will carry the positive charge. Now there is a reaction between this electron, means the electron which is present between carbon-carbon multiple bond, and this positive end, and it will lead to the formation of a cyclic intermediate. And you can see here, for example, this was a cyclic species, and when it will come in contact with this particular bromine, it is undergoing a intermediate formation, and here cyclic bromonium ion has been synthesized. And because of that reason, the second bromine, that is Br negative, which is acting here as a nucleophile, will now attack from backside. And that's why when we are talking about the stereochemistry of halogenation reaction, we are talking about the stereochemistry of bromination reaction. At that time, anti-stereochemistry will be the preferred in this particular case. So when Br negative attack from this one, you can see that this is a case of SN2 attack, and here one bromine is above the plane and the second bromine is now below the plane. So this is a case of anti-addition reaction when we are talking about this particular case. If we are talking about the bromination, as I have already told you that bromination, chlorination both can be done. If we are talking about this particular reaction, at that time bromination is the most prominent reaction that can happen with carbon-carbon double bond, then followed by iodination reaction, then chlorination, and the least prominent reaction, the least favored reaction is the fluorination one. So in most of the cases, we generally studied about the bromination reaction because of the existence of cyclic bromonium ion. There is difficulty of formation of cyclic iodinium ion and chloronium ion. But cyclic bromonium ion can exist, and because of the existence of that cyclic bromonium ion, this particular reaction is more prominent, more favorable as comparison to other halogenation reaction if we are talking about. Here on the screen you can see the stereochemistry of this particular reaction. For example, here you are having cis 2-pentene and here you are having trans 2-pentene, and both of these are undergoing reaction with bromine. Both are undergoing the bromination reaction. At that time you can see that this is the bromonium ion that have been synthesized from this cis 2-pentene. These two, that is this particular CS3 and C2H5 is now above the plane. Both are on the same side, and these two hydrogen and bromine will now attack from the opposite side. So here you are getting the plus minus enantiomers will be synthesized. So here you can see that this is the case that this bromine, when this bromine attack from this particular phase, this bond will be broken down, and this bromine will now be attached with this particular carbon. And when this is having attachment with this particular carbon, so now a bromine will come here. So when we are talking about this particular thing, that this is basically a case of RR and this is basically a case of SS. When we are talking about the absolute configuration at these two chiral center, these are SS and these two are RR. When we are talking about this two, that is trans 2-pentene, at that time here you are getting the RS and SR, right? So this is the case that how the configuration has been changed and how the reaction is taking place in anti-manner, as I have already explained. So you can see that a pair of enantiomers has been synthesized when we are having this particular cis 2-pentene. If we are having cis configuration and we are talking about the anti-addition, at that time DL threoform will be synthesized. A pair of enantiomers has been synthesized during this case. And similarly, if we are having trans compound, and to that trans compound we are having anti-addition, that will again forming a kind of pair of enantiomer, and you can get it from this particular geometry. This particular carbon is having R and this is having S, and then when they are having in opposite, it will contain S and it will contain R. So this is the stereochemistry of halogenation reaction. Now, as I was talking you about the formation of different kind of products in case of bromination reaction, and when we are talking about chlorination reaction, it will be less prominent. When we are talking about the evidences regarding this mechanism, so the first evidence is the stereochemistry. As you can see on this particular slide, that stereochemistry is a great evidence that will tell you about the mechanism. That mechanism is particularly anti-mechanism. When we are talking about the more evidences, at that time you can see that role of solvent is also a great evidence for this kind of reaction. When we are having, I can write some examples on the screen. You can see it, that for example you are having this substrate, and when this particular substrate is undergoing bromination reaction in presence of acetic acid, right? So in presence of acetic acid, what will happen? You will get two different kind of products in ratio 80 to 20%. And what are these two different kind of product? One will be the addition product, like this one, that this Br has been synthesized, and here you will get the Br. This has been synthesized in 80% amount, right? 80% will be this particular product. And when we are talking about the second product, if we are talking about the second product, as you know that cyclic bromonium ion has been synthesized, this particular intermediate will be synthesized. There will be this bromine, and here you are getting a cyclic bromonium ion, right? Now this has been synthesized and you are having solvent as acetic acid, so there is a chance that CS3 COO negative that can attack on this particular carbon, right? When we are talking about that this particular CS3 COO negative, that is acetate ion, is attacking on this particular carbon, why it is not attacking here at this particular carbon? Because there is also little bit carbocation character during the mechanism as well. Means at one instant this carbon and bromine is more attached as comparison to this one, and because of that reason there will again be a charge separation, and this particular carbon will bear this particular carbon I am talking about, that will bear the positive charge, and because of that reason this particular negative, that is the nucleophile, here will attack at this particular carbon, and that's why this particular product has been synthesized during this particular course of reaction, right? So here we are talking about this one, and this is also a mechanism about this reaction, that it is taking place with anti formation of cyclic bromonium ion, and there is not only a formation of cyclic bromonium ion, there is also a charge separation in which reaction will try to proceed with formation of more stable carbocation, and that can be seen from this particular example if I am talking about. So I am writing another example. If I am talking about chlorination reaction, here we are taking another example for chlorination. Here we can take it that here we are having PHCH double bond CH2, it is same substrate, and now we are having chlorination in presence of methanol CS3OH. So when we are carrying out this reaction, that is chlorination in presence of methanol, at that time what will happen, you are getting this product, and this product will be synthesized only in 18% amount. You can see in previous example I was telling you about bromination reaction, in which this product, means if we replace chlorine with bromine, that product was in 80% amount, but here this particular product in which two chlorines has been added, that is first chloronium ion has been synthesized, and then the second Cl negative will attack on the C, and this product has been synthesized only in 18% amount. And my dear student, the second product, if I am talking about the second product, that is this one, this has been synthesized in the rest, that is 82%. So you can see that how much this is selective and how much this reaction is prominent in that case. And the second important thing about this reaction that I am telling you is that generally if we have a chance to react this particular species in presence of another nucleophile, at that time there will be interference of that particular nucleophile in this reaction, because the reaction will proceed with the formation of bromonium ion, cyclic bromonium ion, or the cyclic halonium ion, and that will also proceed with the formation of little bit carbocation character. Because of that reason, if we are having interfering nucleophile in the during the course of reaction, that will interfere with the reaction, and because of that reason this reaction will produce different product. So this is another evidence about the reaction because of the availability of the nucleophile, right? We have some more examples. If I am particularly talking about There are some more examples of availability of other nucleophile. I am just writing it on the screen. You can see it. Here we are having cyclohexene. This is, you are having cyclohexene here. If I am particularly talking about this reaction, that is we are having NaBrO3 in presence of NaHSO3, what will be the product that will be synthesized? The product that has been synthesized during this reaction will be this bromine, and this is hydroxyl. Although the geometry is anti and the product will be synthesized only in 75% amount because of the availability of the other nucleophile. So this is the reaction where we are having different nucleophile, and because of that reason different product has been synthesized, right? Some more example I am telling you about the availability of different nucleophiles, and that is, if we are talking about NBS, that is N-bromosuccinamide, at that time, for example, you are having this kind of substrate. This is, for example, this is a substrate. When it is having reaction with NBS in presence of H2O, at that time what will happen? Because reaction is particularly taking place in presence of water molecule, there will be availability of another nucleophile, and what will happen here? The product that have been synthesized during this reaction will be, here you are having the hydroxyl group and here you are having bromine group, right? So this product has been synthesized instead of two bromines at two carbon atoms. So this is the strong evidence about this reaction, that if you are having availability of another nucleophile, you will get a different product from observed reaction. So this is all about your bromination reaction. If I am summarizing this, today you have discussed about the addition reaction, you have discussed about the mechanism of addition reaction, and the classification based on the substrate and based on the reagent. You have studied the general mechanism of electrophilic addition reaction. You have studied about the general stereochemistry of the addition reaction. You have studied about the Markovnikov rule, that is, because of the more stable carbocation the reaction will proceed, and that will form the major product, and the less stable carbocation there is formation of minor product. You have heard about the addition reaction of alkenes, and today we discussed in detail the halogenation reaction, in which we discussed about the halogenation, that is bromination reaction, which is a case of anti-addition reaction, and we discussed about the stereochemistry of this reaction. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about more reaction of alkenes.